I think it'll be a great day to test out the new R5 Mark II. I'm going from the R7 to the R5 Mark II. Biggest question for me is going to be that low light capability. And because it's outside, we're gonna be able to test the overheating. So we got overheating, battery life, and thirdly, I wanna test out the data rates. And I'm excited to finally use this camera on a shoot. Rig is looking great. Okay, so been in the car for about 3 hours now to what I thought was going to be College Station. Ends up it was a little bit between College Station and Houston for the shoot today. And today's shoot is with the sorority that I work with down at Texas A&M. They're doing a Big Little reveal, and in this shoot today, I kind of want to test three things: overheating, battery life, and I actually can't remember the third. And this is kind of based on the original R5. Is the battery life, the overheating issues, which is probably the biggest one, and the data rates. And because it's outside, we're going to be able to test the overheating. Today it's like in the 90 to 100 degree range, so it's going to be pretty hot. Secondly, I'm going to test out the battery life. Now this one I'm probably mostly concerned for because I only have one LPE6P battery. I think that's how you say it. I don't have another one. So if it runs out, it runs out. Now it's not gonna be an issue because I do have a V mount and I'm not using a dummy battery that people have said that they've had issues with. I'm using a USB Type-C port to the side to power it. Now with C-Log 2 and with these new codecs, I'm interested to see what the data rates look like. Now, me personally, right now, I'm shooting on a SanDisk Pro 256 V90 SD card. I don't have a CF Express Type B card yet. So we got overheating, battery life, and thirdly, I want to test out the data rates. Now this one, not really sure how it's going to perform. I'm not going to shoot it at the highest codec. I'm not going to be shooting in RAW, 8K or anything like that. I'm probably just going to stick to 4K D, 60 FPS, and I'm probably going to shoot the whole thing in C-Log 2, which increase it a little bit, but I still think it's going to do okay. And with that, I don't think I'm going to end up filling up the 256 card, but we'll see. I'm excited to see how it goes, and I'm excited to finally use this camera on a shoot. Yeah, should be pulling in here soon, about 5 minutes out. I'm going to park, build out the camera, and get to shooting. Alright. Now I'm building out the camera. Just got a text from Kennedy, shout out Kennedy. She said that they're about 15 minutes away, so I've got plenty of time to build this thing out. While I don't technically need to build out the camera, I want to do it anyways just to see how much of my kit actually already works. The only thing that I'm really worried about is whether or not the monitor is going to work on there. I was not able to get a HDMI to HDMI like 5-inch cable before I came, so I'm bringing like I brought like the cable that I use for my like computer. I just snagged it off my computer monitor, and hopefully that works. Otherwise I'll just be rocking with the body and the screen that's on there, which I like, but obviously I'd want a 7-inch screen better. This is the new, oh, you can't see it at all, come on. There we go. You see that? Whatever. I'll put B-roll up. Yeah, looking around, it's definitely like campground everywhere, classic like summer camp vibes. I'm definitely gonna want to get a drone shot just because I feel like flying through with all these trees is gonna look really nice. I'm gonna make some time for that at some point. Look at the rig. Rig's looking good. Rig is looking great. Rig is looking great. Only thing. I got a 3-foot HDMI cable. I'm gonna see if this works. We'll see if I use it. It's a less than ideal rig for sure. Obviously I'll need to get another cable, but first of all, I would need to get a new cable anyways because I'm going from the R7 to the R5 Mark II, and R7 is micro HDMI and this is full HDMI, which is great, but it just means I gotta buy a new cable. And even if I did want to use the micro 4/3, or not micro 4/3, even if I did want to use the micro HDMI cord that I had last time, or that I've been using, if you watched the last vlog that I made, that happened on the last vlog. So This cord's useless now. I was gonna have to buy one again anyways. It's super annoying. I mean, it's like a $5 cable, but come on. This is it. This is it. Is it gonna work? Just gotta hit this button here, turn the screen on. Oh, what is it saying? Oh, is it working? I think it's working. But it works. Oh my god, so good. Again, we're shooting in C-Log 2, so it's going to be a super flat color profile right now, so there shouldn't be a lot of color, but all I needed was the video feed. That's all I needed. And now I can just work on my composition. And yeah, but the rig's all set up. Look at the cable. The cable's a bit ridiculous. That's a bit ridiculous, but it's the best we got for now. I'm gonna throw this guy on, and I'm gonna mount Insta360 and get some behind the scenes stuff for the shoot. But that's about all I got. I'm gonna test some stuff out and I'll check back in when I'm finished with all this. So. Got it. There you go.
Y'all see right here.
Okay, shoot's gone pretty well so far. The R5 Mark II did a very good job at all the things that I was worried about. Battery lasted, I don't know how much left, but still have a good bit of battery left. Didn't fill the card. Oh, and it didn't overheat. It didn't even get close. Like, I don't know if you can see, but I'm like really badly sweating right now. It's really hot. Granted, there's trees everywhere, so there's a lot of shade. So it wasn't in direct sunlight, but it was still really hot and it did really well. So, temperature sensor, never even turned on. Now I had it to high threshold, but I don't even think it came close. So, and there was times when my monitor was getting really hot, like almost to the touch. I had to turn the fan on full speed just to keep the monitor from overheating, but the camera never got hot. Now they're doing like an activity where they're doing a bunch of different like stations, if you will. So I'm just gonna fly around to each one of the stations and just see what I can get. I've got more than enough for both of the deliverables that I need. So honestly, if I wanted to, I could head out right now. Yeah, it looks like they're starting, so I'm gonna get this up in the air and see what I can get. Oh, I've been recording this whole time. Well, can you see the raccoon on my eyes? Does it look really bad? Just running for every penny. Now I just gotta get good with the new DJI Fly Motion Controller 3. Now I just gotta get good with this guy. Alright, I'm gonna unpack everything, break everything down, put it all back. Other than that, I think I'm gonna pack everything up and hit the road. It is super hot outside. Okay, just wrapped up the shoot, packing up the car. Haven't had any issues with the R5, but I wanted to make a note on the rig. Now, this is the SmallRig. That's the SmallRig V-mount battery plate that attaches to just about any camera, which is great because it makes it a small rig and it's compact. However, the issue is the whole thing, V-mount and anything you attach to the back of that clamp, is only attached by a 3/4 inch like screw. So it very, very easily comes unscrewed, and then the entire thing, the entire V-mount battery in the back side of your camera is swinging as you're like moving it. So if you tilt your camera this way, it'll shift this way. If you tilt your camera this way, it'll shift this way. And it's super annoying. I'll show you. I have not unscrewed this at all. Look. Now, it's pressed against the viewfinder. It's just gonna rub on the back of the viewfinder, which I don't like because this is a new camera and I wanna keep it nice. So I'm definitely gonna have to get rid of this piece. It's been bugging me for a while, and it's done this on a lot of the cameras, especially because I have this really heavy V-mount SmallRig battery. Now, it would be fine if there was 2 mounting points, but there's only 1, so it rotates. And I'll kind of show you again. It's surprisingly hard to show on camera. You can even see it's... See, now it's completely off, right? But because there's so much weight, it just slowly wrenches off the bottom piece, and now it's literally just on there. One thing that made it a little bit worse is that the R5 Mark II's 3/4 inch thread screw, I think that's how you say it, it's really close to the front. But because of that, there's not as much friction. So when it's sitting on the front, if the 3/4 screw is that far back on the plate, that means the only thing holding it in place is this tiny little area at the bottom, and there's 2 holes there, so there's not much rubber keeping it in place. It's probably 70% this fault, probably 30% the fault of the R5 Mark II, but I'm gonna get rid of it altogether. It's the only criticism I have from today. I've got a big overhaul for my rig coming up, which I'll make a video on, so subscribe for that. But other than that, I am gonna head out, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, just made it to the second day, 30 minutes early, or 20 minutes early. This time, I'm looking to test the battery life. I'm gonna try a more data intensive codec, so maybe I'll try some RAW, maybe 8K. I also wanna test the low light. Charged the battery last night, ended up being at around 15% left. After a 3-hour shoot that was pretty intensive. I was never worried that it was gonna die on me, and I knew that I could plug it into the V-mount, but I was impressed by the LPE6P batteries and how long they lasted, especially with how intensively I was shooting and how hot it was. Data rates ended up only shooting around 36 gigabytes-ish of footage from a 3.5-hour shoot yesterday, so I was really happy with that number. I'm very confident that I could shoot this entire day, or this entire shoot, on the same card without formatting it and not have any issues. Yeah, lastly, and I obviously didn't get to test this in the bright sunlight where it was really hot outside, but I want to test the low light. I know it has a dual native ISO, or it's not quoted as having it, but non-official native ISO for this camera is 800 and 4000, and given that it's such a clean image at 4000, from what I've experienced and what I've seen on YouTube, that second native ISO, that 4000, is actually really clean, and it gives you a little bit more flexibility with what you want to do creatively with your shutter speed. I'm gonna head inside. I gotta build out my camera. Given that it is very clean at 4000, that's great, but I haven't really shot in 2 unwell lit scenarios so far with the R5 Mark II, and I'm really excited to see how the footage looks. Yeah, that's all I got. I'm gonna bring this guy again, hopefully get some behind the scenes stuff, but I think it's gonna be a great shoot, and I'm excited to see how it turns out. Alright, just wrapped up. Still having this issue where the back of the camera right here tends to be wiggling. It's hard to hold the camera and show what I'm doing, so 360 makes it awesome. So hopefully you can see that. And this back end will wiggle. I have not unscrewed that at all. That happened on its own. It was tight when I put it on, and it just unscrews itself. So that's one complaint. Another complaint is when I'm holding it, right? Giant HDMI cable, not worried about that at all, right? But when I'm holding it, my hand goes here, so I can pull focus, or I can zoom in, right? And this, my hand sits right here, so it's sitting right on this lever, meaning that I'm like constantly like holding my hand because it hurts. If I'm like holding all the weight of the camera on that hand, this lever is pushing right down into my palm. So definitely got some things that I want to fix with this rig. Kind of just all the scraps that I had from my R7 rig that I used to use, but I've definitely been waiting off on fully kitting out my rig and like building it out for when I actually got the R5 Mark II. So I'm excited to start upgrading some of the stuff I got, but I'm just kind of complaining for no reason right now. So the shoot went good, and I'm excited to take a look at the footage. Had some autofocus issues that I was a little bit surprised by, but that may be a skill issue because I'm not sure if I was shooting in the right autofocus mode, even though I was on single point autofocus and people focus, like priority focus people. So I'll take a look at what my settings were. I didn't get a chance to look at it when I was actually shooting, but I'll go back and take a look at what settings I was using, as well as take a look at the footage. But other than that, I'm really excited to see how everything turned out, and yeah, it was a great shoot.